Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
Seconds?
Or
minutes, sorry.
Mad minutes.
Yeah.
Mad
It
minutes.
was a lot.
It was a lot of
It was a lot.
minutes. Super minutes.
Oh, yeah.
We're leading in the news category on Spotify.
Yeah, it's like they got a leaderboard, and Good Morning Aurora is at, like, number one, right?
Yeah, they chop all the not number one. We're in the top I gotta look at it again. I wouldn't want to misrepresent the numbers.
Oh, yeah.
But we
Yeah,
are
for
in
sure.
the top 10% of podcasts shared globally.
That's amazing.
That's magnificent. The top 10% of podcasts shared globally in all of the world of humans and topics and podcasts. Good Morning Aurora is in the top 10% of podcasts shared globally. Somebody be like, yo, you heard this? Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 8:03 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. We hope you guys are all happy and blessed on the very first Friday of the month of December, the last month before a brand new year. We hope that you guys are all feeling good out there. William Miller III, good morning to you, big dog. Josue Pais, good morning to you. Saul Olivas, good morning. And good morning to Monica Vasquez. Thank you for your stars, Monica. Oh, Monica's right here. Oh, snap. Monica, what? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
All right. Gabriel Bradford, how you doing, baby?
I'm doing great.
All right.
It's a Friday. What can you complain?
Exactly. So we got news. Thank you very much for that, Josue. Thank you very much. Yes, so we got the Spotify Wrapped numbers and the data. And I want to say, Gabriel, thanks for bringing that up. We want to say thank you very much to all of our listeners, fans, friends of the show, supporters, and everybody who is a GMA fan. As I mentioned, there's a number of great accolades, but the most impressive one, the one I'm most proud of, is that Good Morning Aurora is in the top 10% of podcasts shared globally. Fantastic. I took a picture of it and a screenshot of that, and I'm going to post that a little bit later. The time is 8:04 a.m.
We need an applause.
We do. You're right. Yeah, word up. Oh, go ahead, Pusha. Go ahead. Yeah. See? Yeah. Right. And here's the sound for the applause. Right. Monica's learning. See, this is the thing, right? We learn how to fly the plane while we fly in the plane. So checking out new equipment and all that. Angelica Shapira, good morning to you as well. Valerie, good morning.
Hi, sister.
And I want to say thank you once again to everybody who tunes in and watches and listens to the show and shares it. It's much appreciated. We, as I've told you guys before, we are not just people who talk and yak. No, we have a purpose. Our purpose is to save the world. That's what we're trying to do. And we're trying to save the world with news, good stories, and actionable information for you and your family. The time is 8:05. Okay, so first things first, before we get into stuff, couple of run back topics. Aurora this week has started to look at a moratorium on new food trucks. That was one of the stories. As you guys know, we've got a plethora of food trucks and food truck events that happen here in the city of Aurora, but there has been some concern from a lot of the business owners that pop-up events and food trucks operate very close to them and are potentially driving away business from their brick and mortar store. 100 feet is the proposed rule, and right now the city of Aurora has basically declared that any food truck that's in good standing will have their license renewed. Those who are not, they're going to take a more in-depth look at the food trucks in an attempt to please everybody. So we'll see what we could do. Gabriel, with your nail, if you could stop sliding that, thank you very much, because I could hear that in the microphone. Plus, I got ears like that. I'm a bat. That's not the sound bats make, right?
Close enough.
Yeah.
Is it?
Damn, it turned into Animal Planet over here. Okay, so Aurora's looking at a three-month moratorium on any new food trucks in the city to give it time to rework the ordinance that licenses the mobile food providers. And once again, it's not going to affect any current licenses for food trucks in good standing with the city. Now, if you are interested in trying a good food truck, I'll tell you a good one, Harvey's Firebox. That's a really good food truck. They post up in front of the venue from time to time. Try the chicken sandwich with fries. You will absolutely love it. But it's getting cold outside. Christmas time is coming up, so it's not the time for food trucks anymore. It's the time for families and all that, and homemade meals.
Food trucks in Mexico are the best.
They are good. They are good. It's been some years since I've been to Mexico, but I do remember the food trucks in Mexico.
Yes, so every time, it's cold outside right now, but when I go, it's like it brings me back memories. It's nice.
When was the last time you were in Mexico?
It's been maybe 3-4 years.
Well, you're going on vacation soon, right?
Very soon.
Where you going?
Well, I'm gonna go to North Carolina for Christmas, and then my parents and I are gonna go to the Niagara Falls for New Year's.
All right, very cool, very cool. Gabriel, now you're not going anywhere. You're just gonna be chilling at home.
Yep, I'll be chilling here. Got a lot of fun plans with friends, and I'll be here with Good Morning Aurora. So,
all right.
That.
The time is 8:08 a.m. So, for all of you guys who are going to be here locally, there's some great stuff that's coming up locally. One of them is Art and Market. Monica, if you can give that news to the people about Art and Market coming up.
Downtown Aurora. Art and Market Aurora will be back at Society 57 for 3 dates this holiday season, starting Saturday, November 19th. The Aurora Downtown Group's indoor market will feature several local makers at Society 57, located at 100 South River Street. The market will be open with both food and artisan vendors for holiday shopping from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. on November 19th and December 10th and 17th. The market is free to enter. We're excited to see the market grow. The market is now becoming a spring and fall staple, and it helps support local makers, including some of our own downtown businesses, said Marisa Amoni, manager of Aurora Downtown. Art and Market Aurora will feature artisan gifts, candles, cookies, jewelry, baked goods, body oils, and much more. Each market will feature about 24 vendors. In total, the fall markets will offer a curated selection of 60 local vendors. Visiting vendors include Aroma Roots, Crystal Ship Jewelry, Treasures from Trees, Nide Jardín, and several other local artisans. A local nonprofit organization joins the lineup at each market as well. Aurora Downtown will sell downtown merchandise, including postcards, T-shirts, and hoodies at the welcome table. And so Society 57 will feature Modest Coffee, Caddick Breeds, Breads.
Breeds or breads?
I think it's
big
breads.
difference. Don't have people going for the wrong shit. Yo, can I get breeds here? What the? Wow. It's not that kind of market, sir.
Breads and their full menu inside the coffee shop. And you can find out more by visiting Aurora Downtown on Facebook or auroradowntown.org.
All right, wonderful. Thank you very much. The time is 8:10 a.m. So Tracy Duran is here. Good morning and happy Friday. Right back to you, Tracy Duran. Good to see you. Tracy Duran, we want to say thank you to you, too, and all the other listeners who've helped us get some fantastic accolades recently in the Spotify Wrapped that came out, shows performance of all podcasts and anyone doing anything on that audio platform. Good Morning Aurora had some great numbers and facts and stats, so thank you very much to everybody who's a fan of this show and tunes in. We really appreciate you guys very much. So how was your week? That's the question as we go into transition into this weekend and next week. How was your week? How was it? Are you leaving the week ready for next week? Was it a rough week for you? Did you get fired or something like that? If you did, you don't have to shout it out in the air, and I won't do that. Jim.
I mean, you can, so you can possibly find a new employer.
True.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Yeah, we give jobs away. Right, we got jobs.
Unless you got fired for like a wrong reason.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
Facts. Hold on. Which one is the? You know what, Monica? Right.
Scratch out. Yeah.
Right. Don't be one. Yeah. You did something crazy at work, or you broke some $1 million equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Curtis, can you give me a job? Nah, they ain't hiring. Okay, I've got something for you guys. Tonight is Cocoa Crawl. You guys know that. Cocoa Crawl is happening. And you know what? Not only that, downtown Aurora is alive with a whole lot more activity these days. I don't know if anybody's noticed that. Have you guys seen that?
Yes.
It's a lot more people outside.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more people.
I think depending on the weather, fingers crossed, it's nicer than the Friday where we held the Festival of Lights.
Right.
But things are happening. There's so many events going on and so many people. It's amazing.
Right. Yep. So I'm happy to see that. Happy to see the life in the city. But it's time for, Aurora Downtown's annual Cocoa Crawl in conjunction with the Downtown Group's monthly First Fridays events. So the popular seasonal event offers more than 40 holiday activities throughout downtown, including photos with Santa, holiday shopping, live music, and a whole lot more. Aurora Public Art, 20 West Downer Place, will be open for the Winter Garden of Youth Art Showcase. On the first and third floors, Aurora Historical Society will have hot chocolate, and the gift shop will be open with gifts and 2023 Aurora calendars, plus the Aurora Story exhibit on the second floor from 6 to 9 p.m. Compton Law Group and Latino Immigration and Legal Center will be open with Gerardo Madrigal's art show and hot chocolate from 5:30 to 9 p.m. Artists and Lofts will host Magic in the Night photography series. Gary Brown Art and Studio will be open with art and vintage holiday bonanza. Damn. We got some interesting joints here. Look at that. French 75. Listen to this. Get ready. French 75 Gallery and Lounge will be open with new works by Hope Ashworth and Jake Beltran. They will also feature a hot apple cheer cocktail from 4 p.m. to midnight. Lord, have mercy. Nuna Ceramics will open with holiday ceramics, a raffle, and wheel throwing demonstrations. Sounds dangerous. Sounds fun, too. Maybe you ever seen those shows where, like, they break the house? You seen that?
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we got to demolish this house. Everybody has sledgehammers and they run through demolishing stuff. That is fun.
Like fun.
Yeah, that is fun.
That sounds like
hell
a lot of fun. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That just shows you how the world is. On channel, on the HGTV channel, it's a contest. If you do it in real life, that's a felony.
Right.
Destruction of property, bruh. Let's see. The Santori Public Library will host an evening of live jazz from Petra Van Nuy. Families are invited to get a sparkling snowflake tattoo, take home a cocoa cone, enjoy a green screen photo op, and enjoy the holiday celebrations in Many Lands exhibit. And last but not least, McCarty Mills will host a pop-up food vendor, DJ Rogue 1, TBA Them Bad Apples, and Champurrado until 11 p.m. The time is 8:14 a.m. Gabriel, when you were young, what did you want most as a kid? What was the one thing where you were like, Mom, please?
Man, that's a good question. I feel like it was. I don't remember a specific toy that I always wanted when I was young. I think it was always like whatever surprise Santa Claus had for me. I enjoyed it because that's one of the things I always like is presents. So I don't care what it is. I'm just happy with it. But I think for me though, I really enjoyed like food. That's something I really liked. So like
Santa was giving you food?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. Like I love like those like meat baskets or whatever. It's like the meat and cheese and sausage. Yeah. So that's something that was kind of more on my Christmas wish list. I know it sounds weird. It's like, why would you want food for Christmas? You already have a lot of it. I'm like, well, it's kind of good. I mean, you got some sausage, some cheese, some good crackers. I'm pretty happy.
Or those like real good salamis that come.
Oh yeah.
Those
are really good.
Then you just sit there with the knife and just do your slices. I don't know if anybody else does that. Yeah. No.
No, I love those though. Like that. That's what I would do. And I know it sounds weird. It's like, like what? But like I really enjoyed that. That was like my Christmas like thing, or just like I don't know. I get like random presents, and that was always fun because you never know what people, because people know you so well that it's like you get something, you're like, I wanted this, but you had no idea that you wanted it. I think more recently though, my Christmas wish list, it was like a comfy. I don't know if you're familiar with what those are, but it's the comfy. It's like the wearable blanket. Are you familiar? No. It's literally, they call it the comfy, and it's so comfortable. It's like a hoodie, but it's like a blanket. So you have like, it's Sherpa lined on the inside, and it's like it's really nice, but it gets really hot, so you can only wear it on like really, really cold days.
The time is 8:17 a.m. Michelle Gums, good morning, Aurora. Right back to you. Saul Oliva says, the week was busy trying to get routines back in place after Thanksgiving break, but productive. Good. Josue Pais says, rough week, but positive. We are hiring too. So, oh yeah, Harry Beach is hiring. Yes, how was your week? Let us know that in the chat. But here's some news for you guys. So taking place at Riverfront Playhouse, Charles Dickens, A Christmas Carol. Script adaptation, music and lyrics by Jack Schultz. Music arrangements by Kathleen Dooley and Jack Schultz. December 9th through the 17th, Friday and Saturdays, 8 p.m. And Sunday, December 11th and Sunday, December 18th at 3 p.m. For the 29th consecutive year, the Riverfront Playhouse will present their own original version of A Christmas Carol, adapted from the classic Charles Dickens story by Riverfront veteran Jack Schultz. This production of A Christmas Carol features 9 songs also written by Schultz. Tickets are $17 for adults, $15 for children, students, and senior citizens. Reservations are definitely recommended since performances of A Christmas Carol sell out quickly. This is an assigned seating show. The seats you pick are the seats you will have. Now, I have the link for this. Gabriel Bradford, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to text you this link, right? And then I would like you to put that in the chat for these wonderful people. The time is 8:19 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Tracy Duran says, well, actually, I got one more thing to deliver before I read what Tracy Duran says. So here's some news from our friends of the venue. Check this out. Coming up tonight, Claudette's and Daisy Chain, blues laced rock, $20 a seats. Saturday, Bobby Wilson live with a tribute to his father, Jackie Wilson, $40 for seats, and $5 day of show at the door. Tickets are available at www.themusicvenue.org. If you're not familiar with Bobby Wilson and who Jackie Wilson was, he is the man responsible for one of the greatest songs ever written, Lonely Teardrops, bop, bop, bop. My pillow's never dry, lonely teardrops. Well, everybody tuning out. Y'all don't like my voice? Like, damn, everybody out the chat now.
Oh, we were talking off air just about Curtis doing a single or something.
We were.
Yeah.
We were, but I'm not really a singer like that. I'm not really a singer like that, you know. Plus, I don't want to make nobody jealous with my my soulful voice.
Yeah, the voice, it was really good.
Monica, you got another piece of news. Could you deliver that for us before I start ranting to people?
All right. The New England Congregation.
Oh, my gosh. Hold on. No, let's do that.
New England Congregational Church, located at 406 West Galena Boulevard in Aurora, will host a World of Christmas nativity sets and food celebrating Christmas traditions worldwide at 11 a.m. on Sunday, December 11th. The public is invited. Admissions and parking are free.
All right. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. All right, so it was a heck of a week, but we've got some interesting things coming up, and I wanted to take a little bit of time to pose some things here to our listeners and get some feedback and kind of brainstorm open on the air with all of you great people. So next year, as you guys remember, Noticias and Mimosas was on the first Sunday of the year. Or of the month, rather, excuse me. So next year, we're going to start doing monthly meetups. They're going to be monthly, like, networking events. Some will have mimosas. We'll try to have mimosas at every single one. But it's going to be a networking event with coffee, different things. And we'd like to know a time. I'm kind of unfamiliar with the time. So I'd like to pose it to all of you listeners in the chat and us here. A, what do you guys think about the first Sunday of every month? And what's a good time for us to do it?
What time was Noticias y Mimosas?
So if you remember, it started off 10 till noon.
Okay, 10 to 12.
Because it was like we were going to interview for an hour.
And then
network
mingle,
mingle and network.
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 Yeah, network.
It was a whole lot of net. But then remember, if you recall, we started doing it from 11 to noon, or I think like 10:30 to noon. What do you guys think about the time?
I think that time was good.
Okay.
10 to 12.
10 to
range.
12? Okay. What do you guys think about it in the chat? Why Sunday, Michael Rayford says. Why not? Sunday. Well, there is a logic behind the Sunday thing. There is a logic to it. And I'm glad you actually asked that question because I do want to be democratic and work with everybody's schedule. But the idea, Michael, behind the Sunday was Sunday is a day where people are relaxed. Key point. People are relaxed. They're having a good time. It's generally a nice, relaxing day to be more relaxed and feel relaxed. So the idea was everybody can come out on a Sunday. Most people won't be working, and they will come out, have a little bit of nice time in the morning time, and then have the rest of your day to spend with family, what have you, before work starts on Monday. So that was the idea behind Sunday. But I'm open to another day. What do you guys think? I think Sunday's great.
I think Sunday's good because on Saturdays, we see that there's like the art and market events are happening on Saturdays. Just by the events that we've been, delivering, they usually happen on Saturdays, like in the morning-ish.
Right. Okay. Gabriel?
I think it depends on what works for people. I think, there's Sundays and then, Saturdays, sometimes in the evening, it works better if like 6 to 7 or 6 to 8. But I know, again, that could be late for some people.
Yeah, going back to what we were talking about with making yourself easy. Like if we host a networking event on a Saturday night, there's a lot to do on a Saturday night. So we want to make sure that we can capture people when they're ready to be captured, because also we're going to have a guest speaker, and we're also going to be having like coffee and some light appetizers and perhaps some mimosas and things like that. So the whole vibe is different. Nighttime, Saturday night, that's rah, rah, rah. You're trying to go, it's time for the percolator.
Oh, yeah.
So, right? Or maybe that's take myself to a commercial. Commercial. Come on. Where the commercial at? There we go. Son's activities on Sunday. That's what Michael says. Okay, Michael. Well, hopefully you can make it sometime on some Sunday, possibly. Terry Burmese is here. Good morning, Terry. Stephanie Bosarte Adamson is here. Good morning to you, Stephanie. And Bulldog Nutrition in Batavia, Casildo Casey Cuevas. Good morning. Buenos dias to you as well. Jan Warman, Sherry Emerson. Sherry. Hey, what's happening? Tuning in from Florida. Yeah, that's right. Oh, okay, we got reach. Top 10% of podcasts here globally, man. Spotify.
Well, my sister's listening from North Carolina.
Oh, well, we international. Well, that's not. We're not
national.
No, national.
Yeah, we're national.
Oh God. Hey, somebody got to go back to social studies. What? Geography class.
All right.
Oh Lord. So anyway, like I was saying, but that's what I'm thinking about doing. So get ready for that. We're gonna start those next year. The time is 8:25 a.m. Gabriel Bradford, take us to a commercial. Give us some more local news, please, young man, if you would be so kind.
Nominations are now open for the African American Leader of the Year. The African American Heritage Advisory Board is hosting this event on the evening of their annual Heritage Dinner. This event honors those Aurorans who've who've made an impact locally. For more information and submissions, visit the link that we'll be posting in the chat. And State Representative Stephanie Kifowet is accepting donations for Toys for Tots at our office located at 1677 Montgomery Road until December 9th. Hours for drop-off donations are Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. New unwrapped items for children and teens less fortunate are very appreciated. For more information, call 630-585-1308. Again, that number is 630-585-1308. And Saturday, December 3rd, is the next Homebuyer Workshop hosted by the Neighbor Project. This event will be from 10 a.m. to noon and will cover such topics as down payment, mortgages, and loans. A housing counselor and loan officer will be available for questions. This will take place at Everlasting Word Church, located at 22 North Highland Avenue. For more information, call 630-906-1392. Again, that number is 630-906-1392. This event is free and open to the public, so we hope to see you there.
Nice, thank you very much, Gabriel Bradford. I'm noticing you switching up your whole voice when you deliver news now.
Yeah,
trying to talk like Alan Krzyzewski and all that. No, that's good though. That's good. So I got something for you guys as well. Check this out. This is a review of the Sound of Music of the Paramount. Paramount's got Sound of Music going on. Check this out. This is an opinion and a review piece. So I will start with the first part of it, in the words of the author. If, like me, you see the great Rodgers and Hammerstein musicals as national treasures to be loved by young and old and protected for generations to come, the beautiful, deeply emotional new holiday production of the iconic title, The Sound of Music, at the Paramount Theater in Aurora will fill you with a warm glow. Paramount, as I have said many times before, is in a suburban class of its own when it comes to bespoke productions of family musicals, a consequence of the quality and scope of its production values, its remarkable level of consistency and commitment to large acoustic orchestras, and, of course, the beauty of its historic venue. Jeffrey Meek, the gifted designer bringing the Austrian Alps to Aurora, clearly understands that last point. His spectacular postcard rendition of the friendly mountains and protective abbey feels like a continuation of the Venetian aesthetic of this Art Deco wrap design venue, the crown jewel of Aurora's downtown. Wow. And Paramount Sound of Music was reviewed and got 4 stars. 4 out of 4. Did you know that?
Oh, that's amazing.
4 out of 4. How about that? So, shout out to the Paramount.
They do awesome things at the Paramount Theater. We've been having a few different news articles, detailing that the Paramount Theater shows are getting 4 out of 4.
Yep. Yeah, they've been kicking a lot of butt recently. So, congratulations to the Paramount Theater and all the good work that they do. They've been doing a lot. Josue Pais says, I saw it last week, and, man, it was so good. Good job. The last production I saw Sound of Music, but the last production I saw before that at the Paramount was, what was it? It was right before Dreamgirls. I saw Bull, actually, at the Copley Theater. That was a good play. That was really good. Did you see Bull?
No, I didn't. I was going to go, but then we just wasn't able to fit it in my schedule. But how was that? Because I heard the Copley Theater was remodeled, so I haven't been there since they did that.
Yeah, they had I believe, an $8 million upgrade, and it really shows in there. It's a really nice place. Beautiful, but the thing I like about it the most is when you walk in, it's got a real gala feel with the atrium and everything and the openness, and then you walk up to both sides of the auditorium, and the theater's a little bit smaller too, so that's different. It's like a more intimate feel than the Paramount, which is big open seating. So it really has a special feel to it. But Bull was really good. I liked it. had a really great story. And it was good. We interviewed the writer and the director of Bull on Buenos Dias, Aurora, and Good Morning, Aurora. So that was really cool. That was a great time. 8:31 a.m. is the time. Alvin Soto is here. Shout out to APD. Alvin Soto, GMA, right back at you, brother. Karina Suarez Darden is here. Good morning to you, Karina. Heather Rainey is here. Viso Arts is here. Viso Arts won a Telly Award. Isn't that right, Viso Arts? You guys won a Telly Award. Congratulations to you for that Telly Award. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause? Yeah. Congratulations on that Telly Award to Viso Arts. They do a whole lot of good here in the city. Mm-hmm. All right. So what's next year is coming up. New resolutions people are making. People are already talking about what they're gonna leave in 2022 and what they'll be doing in 2023. I will say this. I'll start off this fun game that we're going to play right now. I'm going to leave negativity in 2022, and I am going to bring life into 2023. Monica, what are you going to leave in 2022, and what are you going to bring to 2023? Right? You like this?
No. I'm going to leave fear in 2022 and bring courage to 2023.
Okay. Well done. Well done. GB.
So I think I'm going to leave self-doubt in 2022, and I'm going to bring courage and motivation to 2023. I'm very excited for that year. I'll be graduating, so very excited for that. And, yeah, just excited for that year.
Okay. What are you going to do after graduation? What's next for Gabriel Bradford?
Probably going to college and pursuing a degree. We're still applying to schools out there, so we're waiting to hear back from schools. So
all right,
working on that, and yeah, that's some of my plans.
Okay, man. Well, good. And when's your birthday?
December 3rd. So I'm a day away, less than 24 hours away from my birthday. So I'm very excited.
Oh wow, Gabriel Bradford about to be 18 years old, y'all. Well, ladies, watch out. Oh, if you thought Elvis was the man, here he comes.
Thank you.
Oh, Lord have mercy. All right, the time is 8:34 a.m. Gloria Gerardo, Buenos Dias, Aurora, right back to you. I hope you will have a nice day today and weekend to have a blessed day today. Amen. Thank you very much. Cindy Morales is here. Get to know Cups Broad Drive, Papa Love, and every other wonderful endeavor that Cindy Morales is into. Cindy Morales is a dear friend of the show. We've seen her out and about in many great things. She does a lot for the Aurora community, and she does help to provide people who don't have with many things, including dignity and hope as well, because those are commodities. Don't forget that. Mm-hmm. Don't forget that. People think that if you're unhoused, you need a house that'll solve your issues. You don't have food, you get food, now you're good. No. So much of how you feel inside translate to your physical. All of that. There are people who carry ailments and weights on their shoulder, and that literally bows them over. It could affect their breathing and their entire quality of life. So we got to make sure that we can lift people up, not just with the tangible, but with the intangibles, those hidden things that we can't always see. Good Morning Aurora was proud to recently have moderated a discussion with a gentleman by the name of Joe Smarrow, two gentlemen, Joe Smarrow and Ernie Stevens. Both of them were the features of the HBO documentary Crisis Cops. They're two former San Antonio Police Department officers who they got on as cops, but then they became the mental health unit and stayed in it. And for all those who watched that discussion, thank you very much for watching that and supporting that. But, you know, there are people out there with severe problems, and those people need help. A lot of people out there falling through the cracks, and if you or somebody you know is at risk of harming themselves or others, there are many numbers you can call, like 988, and you can reach out to our friends of the Association for Individual Development, better known as AID. The time is 8:36 a.m. I feel like I'm ranting. Am I ranting?
No, you're
No,
spitting facts.
I mean, right?
Yeah, I mean, you just spitting the truth. This is how it is.
Come on, baby. Sound like a rap song right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the wrong button.
Oh.
Yeah. Hold on. Spitting the truth. Spitting the truth. All right, we'll stop. I know. Give a black guy a mic and he just starts rapping. That's just how we do on the show. Anthony Ortiz, good morning to you. Matt Hansen, happy birthday, GB. Get that voter registration card and use it. Oh, we've been telling him.
Oh, yeah.
We've been telling him, Matt Hansen. Because remember, before the last election, I was telling you, like, Gabriel, did you vote yet? You were like, nah, not really, Curtis. What you mean you're going to vote? I'm not old enough. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
My bad. Let me slow down, player. Slow down.
You got to wait until you're 18, so I'm waiting. But as of tomorrow, I will be working on getting registered. So for the next primary, which I believe is in February, I will be able to vote.
Right. Good. That's going to be real good. Happy that you'll be able to vote, my brother. Okay. I want to read what Casildo said. Casildo says, please donate hats, gloves, hand warmers, or other items to this event of helping the homeless have a meaningful Christmas. See the event for details. Loaves and Fishes just committed to help with snacks. The goal is 300 care packages. The link to said endeavor is also there. Thank you very much for that information, Casildo. Matthew Orr is here. Good morning to you, Matthew. Araya Swan is here, and the Kane County Democratic Women of Illinois as well. Good morning to all of you great people. Listen, this is where the conversation gets colorful. You know, I'm one of those people who believes that, like, the more good works we do, they multiply, right? It was Colin Powell who said positivity is a force multiplier. Yeah. You know? And I'm glad to live in Aurora. I'm glad to live in a town where, like, people are overwhelmingly cool, overwhelmingly helpful, overwhelmingly ready to assist somebody else. I lived in places where it's not like that.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I feel like makes Aurora truly amazing and great is that everyone wants to help. Like, the environment to thrive is so positive here. Like, everyone's trying to add to each other's success, and we're trying to build each other up. And that's something that I feel is really hard to find, especially in today's world where so much of, like, the news and different communities is what's controversial, what gets the views. And so that's why I love living in Aurora, where we have Good Morning Aurora and Buenos Dias Aurora, where you can hear all this, like, everything's positive. And
right.
That's something that I love about Aurora.
Well, we also don't, because, people have asked, prior, but, we don't shy away from the topics. We don't put on rose glasses.
Oh,
we don't act like bad things aren't there and we don't see them. But the difference is kind of twofold. A, we don't focus on it, and B, we're trying to save and address the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people can get something out of it. Like, what's the solution? You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's something that needs to be done, because anybody can just tell you the bad things going on, but not until you really see or provide an answer. Like, okay, thanks for telling me that. Now what are we going to do about it?
Oh, yeah.
Monica?
Yes.
What do you think about what's wrong with the world?
I think that there's a lot of great leaders.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of great leaders that want to do great things in our world or in our society. Like, let's just say Aurora. There's a large group of people that are awesome, that truly are genuine with their actions and stuff like that.
Right.
But I think it's time for, not time, but, like, I think we just need to reach out to everyone else. I just feel like there's the group, and then this Aurora's like the second largest city of Illinois, so there's like 200,000 people.
Right.
So there's a large group of people who are great leaders.
Mm-hmm.
But I still see so many families, so many other people who are, I don't know, that they still aren't like in the mix.
Right. They're not involved.
Right. And this group of people need to reach out to those people and sort of figure out like, why aren't they involved? Like, how can we make sure like they are comfortable, like the families aren't involved, like how can we make them comfortable so that they can go to events without like, I don't know, without any worry or like any doubts of like, oh well, I don't know.
No,
but you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, yeah, you're right, because
we need to bring up more different people.
No, we do, because one of the things too about the people who don't participate is when you try to ask them like, why don't they, or what will it take to get you to come out? And the answers are kind of, they're a mixture of like strange and sad at the same time too. Joel Friend, he works for the Paramount, and the Paramount Pay What You Can. That's not that old. That's like pretty recent. I think it started like right before the pandemic. Because they found out that like a lot of people won't even consider going to the Paramount, members of minority communities especially, because they think, keyword being think, that it's so expensive that why even bother?
Yeah.
That's sad. That's sad. You got you got premier entertainment in your town, but you look at it and feel like you are not accepted. That's not good.
That's not good. And
that is not good.
That's the great thing about, that's why I love Good Morning Aurora and Buenos Dias Aurora, because we're ordinary blue collar people who can resonate with other people who are going through daily life struggles too.
We put our pants on one leg at a time, just like everybody else, and everybody deserves to have their voice heard. As long as it's, there's the world right now is filled with negative and despicable voices saying a lot of crazy things, but you deserve to be able to chip in with a good opinion, kind of thing. Yeah.
Aurelia said mindset has to change. I think that's key to.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point, Aurelia. Yeah, mindset does have to change. But you know what? Mindset has to change. And also, I do believe this. People need to start looking at themselves a little bit more dynamic. That's my personal opinion. People need to start feeling like they got a little bit more spice in them than they may otherwise do. But life gets you down. Paying bills every day it gets you down. You wake up, you go to work, pay your car note over and over and over. It gets boring.
Yeah.
Right?
But how do we get those people to like realize that there's so much more to life than just pay your bills, go to work, and
what I've been trying to do.
I mean, mental health is always
true.
One of the
true
main key, and mostly for like the minority communities where mental health isn't very talked about. Like, how do you even address that?
Right.
With like the older generation, parents, grandparents.
Right. It's a lot there, but I think that one of the things that we can do to change the mindset of people, and I've been trying to do this. Like you've been here a while, so you're picking up the brain flow. Like, we're trying to make people, especially doing the show in the morning time. Like, I have been trying to nakedly and openly, like, hopefully make people have a good day for an hour, and then hopefully they'll take how they feel after the end of the show and take that with them. You know what I'm saying? But that's why we talk about what we talk about on the show. That's why it's not like gossip or sports or rap beef. Like, no, vote. Marie Wilkinson's Food Pantry. Aurora Coat Drive,
Yep.
Township. I mean, it's all set up for you to look at us and be like, oh, these people look like me. I can go there. Like, because that's how we rock.
And I think the other thing, though, is a lot of people don't know about the resources that are available to them. And so they just don't think that there's stuff for them. Like, so that's why.
That's true, too.
Like,
that's true, too.
That's where I feel like a lot of people develop the mindset of that, they're like, oh, they don't think they matter, and no one's ever listened to them. So they're like, well, I shouldn't try to get involved or anything. But then it's like, once you get involved, there are people who will check in on you.
Right.
Like, it just takes doing that step, and to your point, Curtis, going in and doing good, and people will look out to you. I've been in this community for many years, and I've been an active volunteer. And so there are many people who've helped mentor me. I have many mentors here in the community who've shown me what it takes to be a good leader and taught me that. And so they've helped change my mindset of, just being, just volunteering, and then to like, well, they're like, hey, you can be a leader. And
right.
that's something where it's a personal journey for everyone, but there's always people who will look out for you, and they will be there for you 100% every day, even when you're not feeling great, even when you don't want to get out of bed. They're going to be there for you. And that's the Aurora community. That's what makes this community so great, is that we have people like that here in Aurora.
Well, we also got people, we got people like you, though.
Oh,
a live teen center, and you just so happen to be on the Aurora Youth Council?
Yeah. Yeah.
See? You know what I'm saying? And you on the mic talking to people. That it's a plant that waters itself, baby. It's all supposed to be like that. But the barrier, though, for me, just to speak personally, though, like where I've tried to be more effective, but I am hamstrung, is a language barrier that I have personally. So because I'm not able to speak Spanish fluently that good, and I think Hindi is the second largest growing language in Aurora right now, because I'm not able to speak that well, I do try to highlight and promote, like, that's why Good Morning Aurora, all the ethnic stuff. You know what I'm saying? You'll hear, you get St. Patty's Day here, and you get Diwali, because like, if I can at least help it get out there, even if I can't speak it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And I think that's what's so great, is that we're sharing about other languages. We're not just, an English language podcast.
Yeah. See, that's why it's the Great American Morning Show.
Great American
you know what I'm saying?
Show.
Yeah. Because if it was just one way, it wouldn't be that, because patriotism too, and this is something else that's irked me, and that's why, like, I've been trying to fight it with our voice. Like, the idea of what patriotism is and who's an American and all that has been, I think that's also contributed to what's made not Aurora, but like things bad. You know what I'm saying? Because the cookie cutter version of who's an American and who's a patriot and what's a good neighborhood and what's not, all of that stereotype and stigma, that infects people.
Yeah.
Like, there's people right now, Aurora looks nothing like what it used to look like, or has the crime that it used to have. It's leaps and bounds better. But there are people who just will not come downtown, no matter what's going on.
And that's what I think is so sad, because I do remember many years ago, the downtown area was not as vibrant as it is today. And I say this as a resident who's lived in Aurora for over 10 years. And I remember what downtown Aurora was like 10 years ago. It was very different.
Absolutely.
There weren't half as many businesses in downtown Aurora. There weren't as many events. I don't think First Fridays was as big of a thing back then.
Right.
But, nowadays, like, I will go. That is the highlight of my week. If I can go to First Fridays, I'm set for, like, the month. Like, it's amazing for me. So that's the change that's taken place. Like, you can't live 10 years ago, because if I did, I would never go to downtown Aurora. I would never go to networking events. I probably would never have been on Good Morning Aurora if I just stayed in the mindset of 10 years ago. But today, there's so much going on. I mean, we have Good Morning Aurora, we have Buenos Dias Aurora, and it's crazy how much growth and change has happened, not only in the past 10 years, but in the past 2 years. I mean, it's Good Morning Aurora. That's like, that was the coolest thing. When I first learned about that we had Good Morning Aurora, I was just
Christine Walker,
so excited.
Christine Walker was the first person in like the first week. She it was kind of weird because we were planning so Downtown Aurora group with Marissa, they host the in the springtime all the plant potting, so those big huge pots.
Those.
You can sign up, volunteer, plant those. They'll give you lunch. So Christine and I used to do that. The first week of Good Morning Aurora, like I was still in the bathroom. We were planting the pots, and she came over. She was like, "Yo, good morning. Is that you?" I was like, "Yeah, that's me." She was like, "That's kind of cool." She was like, "You gonna keep it up?" I was like, "Yeah, we'll see." 2 years later, here we are. So
here we are.
But Casildo said something I want to. Casildo said we need to highlight people in the community more. I see many highlighted, but they get paid to help the community. Highlight more people in the trenches who don't get paid, but really help the community. That exposure will get more people involved and knowledgeable about what and who is out there helping the community. Well, the volunteering, to what Gabriel was just talking about too, but as I said, with participation, it's one thing to live here and be like, oh, I didn't know about that. Okay, that's fine, right? Like the City of Aurora's website's kind of old, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so it's not really grabbing your attention to make you want to look further. But that is where you have to go if you want to join a board or a commission or something like that.
Yeah.
But to the point, though, like people it is incumbent on people to reach out and be that individual who does do the knocking and searching. The first group I ever volunteered with here in Aurora was the YWCA, which since then because their headquarters was on Gladstone at that time. It's not there no more.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago. But I discovered them by going to the library one night and seeing like they had a sign-up sheet like, oh, do you want to talk about race? I was like, hell yeah, what? So you got to be like, when you do see that one thing, that one shiny object that you like, check it out and then get involved, So because a lot of times, because kind of like the thing about what Casildo said here is that exposure will get more people involved and knowledgeable about what and who is out there helping the community. A lot of times you got to know what you're in it for. I don't think a lot of people know what they're in it for. And not only that, I think people are in it not always for the right reason. I'm proud to say I have led a lot of volunteer teams of people, and a lot of them young people. 20 say that they'll volunteer. 10 show up. And of the 10 who show up, only 6 of them are really ready to get busy.
Yeah.
Like busy. I'm good with that. The other 4, they just came for the T-shirt.
Yeah.
They just came for the donuts and the coffee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So you got to know what you in it for. You have to be, you can't just be trying to go there so you can get the pic and put that on your Instagram. I was volunteer. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people know what they're actually in it for. What are you in it for?
Yeah, and I also feel like you don't have to like join an organization or like be part of a board or a commission or whatever. It's just like be kind to whoever you encounter in your whatever. If you go to the store, like if you see someone struggling with the door, like help them out. Like just, you don't have to participate in these large events. Just be nice, be kind, be, just be a good person.
Right.
And that's how you like start getting the word out. Like you see someone struggling with, I don't know, X, Y, and Z, and you happen to know an organization that can help out.
Right.
Give them that information. Like, just word of mouth is always great. And I just feel like some people may shy away of like joining a commission or a board because again, that mindset of like, oh, I don't think I'm like good enough to be part of that because
Right.
I see the people that are in it already and they're, you know, X, Y, and Z, they're whatever. And so if you don't want to, then search for a different avenue where you
Right.
can help others.
Right. Exactly.
And I think a point to be made too is that, like, you should never doubt yourself. Like, I know that so many people think, oh, I'm not good enough to be a leader. Well, don't listen to that. That's your inner voice. That's your self doubt.
fact. That's right.
That's what you're hearing. You're hearing your self doubt. Self doubt sabotages all success.
Yep.
If you want to be successful and you want to achieve everything that you set out to achieve, you cannot listen to that self doubt. You cannot listen to the doubters. You have to listen to your dream and know that you're going to have to get dirty to make it reality.
Right.
I mean, you got to literally be, sweeping up that dirt. You got to be shoveling that dirt because that's what it takes to achieve your dreams.
Word. That's a fact.
You have to live your life in a way where you're actively creating and being the architect of your world, your community. So that's where when you show up you're 100% every single day. Even if you're not feeling good, you give 100% of what you have that day. That is the message. That's how you create something like Good Morning Aurora. It's 100% every day. Even on some days, though, you may not feel as good as the other day. It's 100%.
Oh, yeah. There was many.
Yeah.
Feeling sick right now.
Yeah.
No, there was many days, man, many days. But I think because there's a few people, there's a good amount of people in town, and I'm blessed that they watch the show, and we still politic and talk with each other. But I saw enough people in town who had when I really figured it out what they was doing. When I really figured one of them, like Dan Barrero, I was like, damn, like he is in the mix, like
yeah.
So and if,
Oh, yeah.
and again like. And if you're trying to do something, don't let it stop you, right? You gotta.
yeah.
I mean, you gotta be really committed, man. You really committed. So Aurora, and the time is 8:58. Damn. But and here's the thing, kind of the danger though, that I think Aurora, a little bit of a pitfall that I see that's a potential for Aurora. I think that. Right now, Aurora we should be mindful as a community and be careful because there is, I think, the potential for Aurora to move as a city faster than the majority of its residents and population can keep up. I think Aurora has the potential to be like a mega city with a large population that was not able to keep up. Take Chicago. I mean, Chicago has a larger and more robust history than Aurora does. But as an example, it has the bells, the whistle, the glamour, the glitz, the bright lights, all of that. $800 purses on Michigan Avenue. But you got to step over a homeless dude to get inside of it. That same thing could happen to Aurora. There's already a population that's not able to keep up now and maintain themselves now. And we already have a shortage of a lot of things now. So we do need that development to keep going. That's without question.
Yeah.
We need to continue to develop and make our city more robust and competitive. However, we need to keep a watchful eye to make sure that, we, you know what I'm saying? We really need to do that because I think the danger is like in the next 20 years, Aurora's going to be, it's going to be a shiny, beautiful city. But the areas that are not so shiny right now, will they be shiny or will they continue to be, blurred and destitute? And I would, I'd rather that didn't happen. So just a concerned resident. The time is 9:01. Damn, we took it a little bit. Damn, how old is he? Who Gabriel Bradford, 17.
Yep, 17, almost 18.
Right. That's what we do. What? This is varsity right here. Come on, man. We got the
Yeah.
we got the talent right here. All right. Tracy Duran says, totally correct, Monica. If someone sits there hoping for change, they have to be a part of the solution, and by becoming part of the boards and commissions, it will help your voice be heard. And if a person thinks that they can't because they feel like they don't know how it works, still try to join the board or commissions and you can learn. I had no clue what entailed being on the Aurora Regional Fire Museum board, but I've learned and I love it. Joining a board is good to learn teamwork, structure, and how to work in an organization with checks and balances, the Rob's rules of order.
Yeah.
Learning about ethics and actually practicing and being a part of that. But again, you do not have to be a part of a board to learn. You don't have to.
You don't.
The experience gathered will stand you in good stead. But if you want to get involved, you don't have to join a board or commission.
You don't. Yeah.
If you want to get involved, all you got to do is send an email to goodmorningaurora@gmail.com, and we'll plug you in. I mean, if you want something to do, we'll find you something to do.
Yeah.
Right?
We got a long-running list, yeah.
If there's something that you want to get involved in, we'll help you out. Or listen to anything that we talk about, because all the organizations that we highlight, champion, and help spread the word of and represent, they're always looking for good people. Marie Wilkinson's Food Pantry, Aurora Area Interfaith Food Pantry are two great organizations who could use volunteers from time to time. And there's many other ways to get involved. The time is 9:02. Okay. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up now. I know. Y'all sad? Please don't go. I know we got to go, y'all. But anyway, final word, Monica?
Have a great weekend, and hope to see you at Coco Crawl.
Word up. Gabriel Bradford, final word?
We hope to see you at Coco Crawl. I think that's going to be a really fun event. We will be out and about tonight. So if you are planning on doing Coco Crawl, we hope to see you there, and just say hi to us. We'll be doing a little filming, so we're excited for that, and there's going to be plenty of hot cocoa.
Right. Yep. And go ahead.
Last year I was with Norma Peterson, and we were with like the GAMS fam, right? And all of a sudden I see someone with a Good Morning Aurora t-shirt, and I was Jennifer Ryan Maintenance. So,
Jennifer Ryan Maton. Yep.
So
dear friend of the show.
Yeah.
Dear
it was
friend
pretty
of the
cool.
show.
And then I think Norma was like, say hi to her.
Yeah.
Because she was wearing the Good Morning Aurora shirt. Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Thank you very much for supporting the show and for watching the show and supporting what we do. Good Morning Aurora will return on Monday morning with another great episode for you guys. Pierre Lucero is the guest that particular day, so please tune in for that. And we got another great week. Buenos Dias Aurora has more great news coming up on your Tuesday and Thursday, martes y jueves. Other than that, be blessed, have a great weekend, and be safe. We appreciate all of you guys. And if you are not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. That is a great way for you to help the show, help us grow. We need like 700 more subscribers. So if you are listening to this right now, you have not subscribed, hit that subscribe button on YouTube and get ready for more. Take care of yourself and each other.
Let's begin with a drum set. Listen for an explosive live sound. The snare should be crisp and the cymbals should ring.
I admire you when my living has a limit of desire to keep it going. I'm just knowing that my time with you makes a difference. How I'm feeling when I vibe with you. They can't divide us two. We got a bond like 007, right? Even on Devil's Night, you show me what the heavens like. Go ahead and spread your light, though I can barely see. I know you're there with me, my personal therapy. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude. Keep doing what you're doing. I ain't mad at you. I'm just wishing that I had that too. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude. surprise to me. We got a bond tight, no one can come between. I have respect for you, you have your love for me, and that's enough for me. All I need to get by, let me be the method to your Mary J. Blige. So many times I felt defeated. You always know the right thing to say for when I need it. I wanna do the same thing for you to keep it even. You can call me anytime, you don't ever need a reason. I'm right here with you, never could forget you. All the things that we've been through, everything we went through. Hey, none of it was simple, but I'm right here with you. Some days I wish I was more like you. Your certainty, your attitude, keep doing what you're doing. I ain't mad at